Hey guys, what is going on? I hope you're all having a great day today, because if you're an Xbox fan and you're watching this video, you're probably not having a very good day. And that is because once again, Microsoft is screwing over the consumer. Well, potentially, with yet another price increase, man. When I say this, I mean it with 100% sincerity, okay? I would prefer, instead of Xbox doing another price increase, they just stopped making consoles, because at this point, it's a humiliation ritual being a fucking Xbox fan. You start the year and Phil Spencer turns the corner and fucking BANG! Price increase. You're there on the ground, just, Phil, please, make it stop. He walks over to you while you're still recovering on the ground from the first slap, and he says, "Guess what, motherfucker?" That's right, another price increase. Then he comes over one final time and says, "Guess what? You guessed it. Price increase." I'm sure Dreamcast guy is just beside himself, unable to contain the levels of excitement right now with this news. What is the news? Well, Xbox is potentially planning another price increase because of the memory shortage in the gaming industry. Well, I say gaming industry, but I mean the entire technology sector in general. I mean, there's these big data centers that are being made, and let's just say they're hogging all the goddamn RAM. The most annoying part about it all is these data centers are probably having to buy up so much RAM to store people's incredibly stupid AI prompts that they create, and I'm definitely guilty of that. But anyway, here is the article. Rumor: Xbox consoles could see yet another price hike soon. And it's by Game Rant. Xbox console prices might increase soon. According to a gaming industry insider, while Xbox prices have already gone up twice in 2025 due to tariffs, the next potential increase could be attributed to an ongoing shortage and price surge in the DRAM memory kits that has affected the entire tech industry. I quickly want to touch on the whole tariff thing that they try to bring up here. Consoles become cheaper over time to develop, which would offset any increase that would be needed by a tariff. They didn't need to do a price increase because of the tariff. They saw it as a convenient excuse that people wouldn't question. So I prefer you use the term due to greed. Throughout the latter half of 2025, the prices of DRAM memory chips has skyrocketed across the board, leaving consumers priced out of buying the RAM they want. This price increase and subsequent shortage is due to an ongoing demand for DRAM by OpenAI and other AI-based companies, which has led RAM manufacturers to allocate more of their supply to power AI servers and infrastructure. As a result, consumer prices on DDR5 desktop memory kits have jumped over 200% through the fall. Despite some ongoing Black Friday deals on PC components in general, there is no potential relief for consumers in sight when it comes to DDR4 or DDR5 RAM kits. Well guys, look on the positive side, there's still DDR3, right? Okay, I'm fucking kidding, DDR3 is garbage. There is no positive side to look at here, you're gonna be paying out the ass. Though rumors should be taken with a fine grain of salt, a gaming industry insider states that Xbox is already feeling the pinch of the ongoing RAM price hikes. Moore's Law is Dead stated in a November 20th YouTube video that Microsoft didn't plan ahead at all when it came to the RAM shortages, and that Xbox console prices could spike again soon. Moore's Law is Dead did not state when or by how much the Xbox Series X/S prices will change. Throughout 2025, the Xbox Series X and S console lineup went up twice due to tariffs, due to greed, on various goods that were imposed by the US government. Currently, the Xbox Series S console can be bought as low as $379.99, while an Xbox Series X will set customers back $599.99. The price hikes on Xbox consoles and Xbox Game Pass have drawn criticism across the gaming industry. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft has gotten a lot of criticism this past year, and for good fucking reason, man. Look how many price increases they had. I told ChatGPT to give me every single price increase Xbox did this year, and it gave me this fucking novel-length list of price increases. On May 1st, 2025, I made a video about this, by the way. The console price increases were the Xbox Series S, 512 gigabytes, going up from $299 to $379.99, a $80 or 27% price increase. The 1TB Series S went from $349 to $429, another $80 price increase, and this time a 23% increase. The Xbox Series X disc version went from $499 to $599, a $100 or 20% price increase. The Series X Digital went from $449 to $549, which is another $100 price increase. The Series X 2TB Galaxy Special Edition went from $599 to $729, a $130 price increase, which is about 21 to 22%. Then there was an increase on accessories and games. Then in October 2025, we had our second round of price increases. The Xbox Series S 512 gigabytes went from $379 to $399. The Xbox Series S 1TB went from $429 to $449. The Xbox Series X Digital went from $549 to $599. The Xbox Series X Disc went from $599 to $649. And finally, the Xbox Series X 2TB Galaxy Black Special Edition went from $729 to $799. I think this is genuinely insane for a console that is already struggling to sell, or I should say was already struggling to sell, before these price increases. X-Bros, you got to admit reality, man. The console is just not selling very well. I searched up how many Xbox Series consoles have been sold, and it says, as of late 2025, combined sales for the Xbox Series consoles are estimated to be around 30 million units worldwide. This places it behind the PlayStation 5, which has sold over 84 million units since its 2020 launch. While Microsoft doesn't release exact figures, estimates suggest Xbox Series X and S sales have been lower than its predecessor, the Xbox One. And the Xbox One did significantly worse than the Xbox 360. So it's literally downhill since the Xbox 360, which came out in 2005? But I don't want to get sidetracked with a rant here, let's just continue on with the article. However, Moore's Law is Dead added that the Xbox's main competitor, the PS5, may not face an imminent price hike yet, as Sony seemingly has enough DRAM to meet consumer demands during the holiday shopping season. Given that PS5 consoles are discounted for Black Friday by as much as $100 for a standard PS5 system, it remains to be seen when or if Sony will increase its prices. I do think a price hike is imminent for Xbox, but I think PlayStation will have a price hike as well, just not as soon as Xbox, because it's obvious that they have a lot of DRAM and, of course, PS5 stockpiled. If Sony didn't have PS5 stockpiled, they would not be doing a Black Friday sale, I can fucking guarantee that. It's very obvious that they're safe for the foreseeable future, but Xbox really isn't, and the reason why they're not stockpiling is because, well, their systems aren't really selling. And this is especially the case after the last two price hikes. At the price that the Series X and S is right now, I just don't view it as worth it. Now, honestly, I don't really view the PS5 as worth it either, but clearly a lot of other people do. We got one more paragraph to get through here. Although Xbox is offering Black Friday deals on games like Fallout 76 and The Outer Worlds 2, honestly, Fallout 76 is probably the better game out of those two. There are unfortunately no offers on Xbox Series X and S consoles. Only time will tell what Microsoft's plans are for its remaining Xbox console stock. Anyway, yeah man, that was the article. I just hate seeing Xbox get treated like this because growing up, I was always an Xbox 360 person. I had like no fucking interest in the PS3. I don't think it was a bad console, I just always had a lot more interest in the 360 and its games, and the whole Xbox Live ecosystem, man. It felt like a magical time for gaming. And to see, a brand like Xbox go from the titan it was back in the 360 era to what it is today is genuinely painful to watch. I genuinely think it would just be smarter if they just ate the loss on revenue. I'm sure Microsoft can afford it, man. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike and a mean comment. And yeah, I'm out.